When our Heavenly Father gave His instructions to Israel with regards to keeping His Passover, He also said that the month in which this feast is kept would represent the first month.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Passover should therefore happen in the first month, but the question is then, how does one determine the first month on God's calendar? That information was given to Enoch in the following passage. Speaking to Enoch through the angel Uriel, Enoch was told how the sun would rise and the different gates in heaven, or constellations, that it would rise in, and the following was said. In this way it rises in the first month, in the large gate, namely, it rises through the fourth gate of those 6 gates that are toward the east. And in that fourth gate, through which the sun rises in the first month, there are 12 window openings, from which, whenever they are opened, flames come out. The fourth gate represents the constellation of Aries, and the first day of the month would then be the first day after the spring equinox, on which a new moon would be sighted, and where the sun would be rising in Aries. So if we look at Stellarium, we can see that on the Hebrew calendar, which determined Israel's date on which they kept Passover in 2021, they were positioning the first day of the first month before the spring equinox occurred, and where the sun was still quite a distance away from rising in Aries, or the fourth gate. The spring equinox in 2021 fell on March 20th, and yet Israel determined the first day of the month to fall before that time, going against the instructions provided to Enoch. Now, I know the book of Enoch is not included in the canon of the Bible, but it is certainly referred to in the Bible and therefore noteworthy for consideration. That means that Israel may have celebrated Passover a month too early, and that the correct date on God's calendar may position Passover on April 27th, and that this date may mark the start of the Passover pattern's next instance in which it will repeat. I am not